Hello, happy Tuesday. Feels like it's been a while. Uh, so let's actually begin wherever you feel called. If you want to start on your back, you're welcome to start on your back. If you want to start in a seat, you're welcome to start in a seat. Wherever feels good for you, I invite you to close the eyes or find a soft gaze somewhere in front of you. And just bringing awareness to your breath without changing it, just noticing it. Is it feeling a little bit shorter today? Kind of tight? Is it feeling more relaxed and long? And if you find any tension in the shoulders, soften those shoulders. Soften in the face, between the brows, the fingertips, the hips, the knees. And as you're soft here, beginning to take some expansive breaths, big inhales, expanding through the lungs, and exhales. You're finding yourself a little tight, maybe some big loud exhales may help. Big breath in, exhale. And continue breathing in your own rhythm. If you're feeling a little bit tighter, I invite you to take maybe even bigger breaths and letting the exhale be audible. Beautiful breaths. Keep going here. And if your eyes are closed, continue to breathe, maybe bringing the gaze between the brows while the eyes are closed, that third eye area, that focal point. And I invite you to ask yourself, what is it that you wish to bring into your day? Maybe just one word or a mantra, a sentence. And then begin to breathe that word into the heart space. Whatever that word is, that mantra is, it's already within you, always has been. I invite you to continue to breathe it into the heart space just so you can feel it. Maybe notice how it may show up in your practice today, both on and off the mat. So if you are lie down, I invite you to slowly make your way up into a seat. However that may look like maybe taking a nice long stretch before you do so. Beautiful. Welcome. And so wherever you are, whether those legs are long or crossed, we're going to take a nice big side stretch. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, drop the left hand down, reach that right arm up and over. Beautiful. Big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, lean to the other side. Right hand down, left arm comes up and over. Nice side stretch. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, we're going to take a twist to the left towards the windows. You can bring that hand onto the knee. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, come back through center, reaching both arms up. Lift out of the rib cage. Exhale, twist to the other side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, we just set the arms down, but we're going to look up, lift up through the chest, maybe open up the shoulders, big breath in, big breath out. And then go ahead and drop the chin down to the chest, opening up to the back of the neck. We'll inhale, bring that right ear to the right shoulder. And then exhale, bring it down to center. Maybe eyes are closed. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale down to center. This time we're going to bring all the way around. Inhale, right ear, all the way back. Exhale down to the left and forward. Switching directions. Inhale up through the left and back. Exhale down to the right. Awesome. Inhale, bring that head up to neutral. Exhale, we're just going to drop that ear to the right side. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale here. Awesome. Go ahead and make your way onto your hands and knees into your tabletop pose. And since we're sitting or lie down, we'll just go ahead and extend one leg out. Breathing here. And then switching, bringing the other leg out just to find a little bit of length. Awesome. And then go ahead and place both knees back underneath the waist. If the wrists are sensitive here, you can come onto the fists. We'll move through some cat-cows, engaging the core. Inhale, drop the belly, peel the chest forward, look up. Exhale as you round through the spine, draw that navel in, opening up through the back. Big breath in, dropping the belly, peel the chest forward. Exhale as you round through the spine. Beautiful. Keep going with that. Inhale, expand, open. Exhale, round, open to the back. Big breaths in. Big breaths out. And just continue with this at your own pace, using your breath to guide you into the movement. It does not have to be at the same pace as me or your neighbors. You can take it as slow or as fast as you want. And if any other movement is feeling called to your spine, go ahead and take it. If you want to wiggle the hips out from side to side, or draw some wheelbarrows with the spine, or you drop the belly and round it, whatever feels good for you, you're welcome to do that. I invite you to continue to use your breath as you move. Beautiful. One more round of breath here. And then on your exhale, coming back to neutral spine, we're going to bring that right leg out, bringing the right toes to face forward. And you're going to make your way up, coming onto the knees. We'll reach both arms up. And on your exhale, you're going to drop that right hand down, reach that left arm up and over. Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, we're going to drop that left hand down, reach that right arm up, kind of like a side plank. Big breath in, big breath out here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands down, draw that knee back underneath the waist, and we'll switch directions. So bring that left foot out to the side, walking those hands up. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, drop that left hand down, reach that right arm up and over. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Inhale, come back through center, reach both arms up. Exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up. That little side plank, if that's okay. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release both hands down. Bring that knee underneath the waist. And then go ahead and bring the knees wide. Toes touch, sinking the hips back. Coming into your child's pose, you can stay on the forearms if you'd like. And the forehead can come onto your mat. Or if it's not quite touching the mat, you can stack some fists, stack the palms. Or if you're feeling extra tight in the hips today, maybe just leaving those hips up for a little puppy dog pose. So wherever you are, taking some big breaths here, and just see if you can allow your head to rest onto something. So try not to let it hover. If you need to stack those palms or hands or fists, whatever you need to do. If you need to lift the hips up higher, that's fine too. Just letting the heart melt close to the mat. Going back to that intention that you may have set at the start of class or that mantra, and just breathing that in as you allow your heart to melt closer to the mat. And that intention can change too. If you're not aligning with it like you did at the start, you're welcome to change it. Keep breathing here. Softening the forehead, the face, the shoulders. Beautiful. Take one more big breath in here. Open the mouth inside out. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, slowly making your way onto your hands and knees into your tabletop pose. We'll make our way into our down dog, curling the toes, taking a big breath in, engaging through the core, and then exhale, sending the hips up for your down dog. If this is too much on your palms today, you're welcome to come onto the forearms. And in your down dog, you bend the knees, pressing the heart towards the thighs, drawing that navel in. Feel free to shake out the head, yes or no, if that feels okay. And just walking the heels out. Taking big breaths in this active resting pose. Bless you. Awesome. And on your inhale, you're going to come up high into the balls of the feet. And exhale, bring those heels back down. Stretching out those toes. Inhale, come up high. Exhale, heels come down. One more inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. This time bending through the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, making your way to the top of the mat into your forward fold. So feet can be hip width apart or wider. And you can let the arms just dangle, or if it feels okay to grab opposite elbows or forearms for ragdoll. You can do that, swaying from side to side if that feels okay. Awesome. So from here, we're going to release the hands, bend deeply into that left knee, left hand to center, and inhale, reach that right arm up high for a twist. If you're on your fingertips, that's totally fine. Big breath in. Exhale, we'll switch. So bend deeply in the right knee, right hand down. Inhale that left arm up. And you can bring the right hand to the right knee too, if that's okay. Big breath in. Exhale, release both hands down. We're going to inhale to a halfway lift. Come up, flat back, hands onto the shins or knees. Roll shoulders away. Exhale, forward fold. So two more just like that. Inhale, come up halfway, creating the L. Draw the navel in. Exhale, forward fold. One more inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Rooting down to the feet as you inhale, sweep those arms up high. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome. We'll do that a few rounds. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Think about tucking the tailbone, core engaged. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep, building energy. Exhale, hands to heart. This time we'll inhale, sweep up. And exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Beautiful. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant the palms, step into a plank pose or a kneeling plank pose, if that's preferred in your practice. Spread the fingers wide, core is engaged. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, making your way onto your belly. And we'll set up for a cobra pose. So zip those legs up together, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Roll the shoulder blades back. Inhale, peel that chest open. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, rise, draw that navel up and in. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Awesome. Inhale, press yourself up into a tabletop. Exhale into a child's pose for 3 big breaths. 2 more breaths. One more big breath. Awesome. And rising back up onto our hands and knees for a tabletop pose. Core is active. This time we're going to reach that right foot behind us, hovering it, pointing the toes down. Heel is away, rotating that right hip inward. And if this is too much, you can always leave it kickstand down. If this is okay, you can stay right here. If you want to add on a little more, maybe reaching that left arm forward for balance. Core is active, gaze is down, and keep breathing here. So keep that gaze down, focused on your mat, maybe even close the eyes if that feels okay to play with balance. Breathe here. You've got this. Few more breaths. Keep that core engaged. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, release everything down into your tabletop. Wiggle those hips from side to side. Beautiful. Take your time here before we come into the other side. And when you are ready, you can meet me, extending that left leg long behind or hovering it. Core is active, gaze is down. And you can always come onto the fists again if your hands are feeling a little sore or wrists are feeling a little sore. And then if you want to add on, you're welcome to reach that right arm forward. Keeping that core engaged. Beautiful breaths. Keep breathing. Awesome job, everyone. Few more. Put a little smile on your face. Big breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Awesome. Shake everything out. Rock from side to side. Great job. Beautiful. Curl those toes. Make your way into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. Big breath out. Bend through the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat into your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down as you inhale, rise. Sweep those arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome. We're going to come into a chair pose. So feet can either stay hip width apart, or if you want, you can bring them together with a slight gap in the heels. I like to bring them hip width apart, especially if you have low back pain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink into the hips. Draw that navel up and in. Core is active. Squeeze here. Soften the shoulders away from the face. Weight is in the heels. So see if you could lift those toes up. Check down, see if you could see your toes. If not, maybe sending the hips back a little more. Lift through the chest. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Beautiful breaths. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and set that left foot back into a low lunge. We're going to drop that back knee down and uncurl the toes. That front knee will be over the front ankle. Taking your time to get there. If this is okay, you can stay here. If you'd like, you can walk the hands up. Hands can rest on the knees. Maybe hands can come to heart center. I like to press down to the back top of the foot just to protect that knee. Everything's engaged. Oh, yes. Awesome. And then see if you could just find a focal point to gaze at in front of you, something that's not moving. And allow yourself to just come back to your breath. Come back to your intention. Notice if it's showing up in your practice. If it feels okay to reach those arms up, you're welcome to reach those arms up. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Beautiful. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, release those hands down. Inhale, peel that heart forward. Exhale, we'll just walk those hands and hips back, straightening that front leg into our half splits. Inhale, find length in the spine, draw the navel in, and exhale, hinge over that right leg. Deep breaths here. This can be very tight area, especially if you've been sitting a lot. I had a 2-hour drive before here, so it's pretty tight. Few more breaths. So from here, we're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Come back to that lunge. We'll curl the back toes. Inhale, lift to the back knee and then plant that back heel down at about 45 degrees. We're going to rise up into our warrior one. Awesome. Take your time to get there. The heart is facing forward. Hips can be kind of facing towards that left corner of your mat. They don't have to be facing forward. Our hips are different. If you want some more space to bring the heart to face forward, you can scoot that right foot out to the right corner of your mat. Opening up through that left hip. Core is still active. Breathe here. On your inhale, straighten that front leg. And then exhale, just bend right back into it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Keep that core engaged. We'll take a big breath in here. Exhale, we're going to open up to warrior two. So you can pivot that heart to the left side, maybe moving that front foot towards the center of your mat so the heel is in line with the back arch. Finding that opening in the hips. Gaze will be past that right middle finger if that's okay on the neck. Otherwise, you can just keep the head to face towards the left, towards the windows. If your arms get a little tired, you can bring the palms face up or hands at heart. And then just checking in, making sure that knee isn't caving in. So you want to press that knee out to the right side. Awesome. We'll do the same thing like we did in warrior one. Inhale, straighten, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bend right into that right knee. Awesome. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Awesome. Staying here, we'll flip that front palm, keep the bend in the front knee. Exhale, reach up and back. It's a nice side stretch along the right side of the body. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to come into a side angle pose, right elbow, right thigh, reach that left arm up and over towards the corner. So you find a nice little line from the foot all the way to the fingertips. Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center, warrior two. Exhale, we'll bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, straighten that front foot, pivot all the toes to face the left side. Exhale right here. And then we're going to think about tucking the tailbone, core is engaged, lifting through the chest. So we're all facing towards the left wall and toes are facing that way too. Inhale, lift that heart up, draw that navel up and in, then exhale, hinge and fold, wide-legged fold. So hands can stay on the hips. They can come to the calves, the ankles. You can release those hands down. Maybe draw the chin in towards the chest, finding length in the back of the neck. And just breathe here. Notice if there might be a little bit of resistance in this pose. I always say that folds are very symbolic for letting go. So if you find that there's anything that you may be holding on to, allow yourself to release it with that beautiful breath of yours. Beautiful. On your inhale, we're going to walk those hands forward, come up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, we're going to walk the hands forward, pivoting all the toes to face the front, and then we'll just step that front foot to meet the back in a downward facing dog. So take your time, however that looks like for you. From your down dog, you have the option to stay here or maybe take a flow with me. Inhaling as you roll to your plank or kneeling plank. Exhale as you lower yourself all the way down or halfway if that's in your practice. Inhale to your cobra, big breath in. And then exhale, making your way back into your downward facing dog. From your down dog, bend the knees, inhale, look forward, exhale, make your way to the top into your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down as you inhale, rise, reach those arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome. Inhale, we'll sweep those arms up. On your exhale, sink into your chair pose. Weight is in the heels. Draw the navel in. Core is active. Big breath in. Exhale to your fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to your fold. Stepping that right foot back this time for a low lunge. Dropping that back knee down. Uncurling the toes. And then you can stay here, or if you'd like, walking those hands up where the shoulders are above the hips. Awesome. So left foot is forward this time, right knee is back. And think about finding some length here, drawing the navel in, core active, finding a focal point. Breathe here, maybe close the eyes for a few moments to really connect to your breath, see what that feels like. Notice if your eyebrows are crunched up, the forehead is crunched up, maybe softening that. And then if it feels okay to reach the arms up, you're welcome to reach the arms up. Beautiful, a few more breaths. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhaling that heart forward and then exhaling, walking the hands and hips back, straightening that front foot, front leg. Inhale to your halfway lift and then exhale, folding over that left leg. Maybe eyes are closed here or just gazing down at your mat. Coming back to your breath. Anytime that you find that your thoughts are really getting in the way during your practice or you're just not present, you're welcome to mentally repeat, I am inhaling as you inhale, and I am exhaling as you exhale. So you can continue to do that, just mentally repeat that. And you can also use this off the mat as well. Beautiful. One more inhale here. Exhale, walking those hands forward. Beautiful. Bending through that front knee, curl the back toes, lift through the back knee, then drop that back heel down to rise up into our warrior one. So core is active when you rise. Take your time to get there. Beautiful. Shoulders above those hips. And then you can also widen the stance as much as you need. Make it comfortable for you. We do not have to look the same. And from here, we'll inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend right back into it. Maybe those toes scooch forward a little more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Core is still active this time. Big breath in. Exhale, we'll open up to the right side. Beautiful. I'm going to switch here. So face you guys. So gaze is past that left middle finger this time. And then check down at that knee, make sure it's not caving in, but instead that left knee that's bent is opening up towards the left. Beautiful. And we'll do the same thing. Inhale, straighten that left knee. Exhale, bend right back into it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Flip that front palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale here. Keep that bend in the left knee. Awesome. Big breath in. Exhale to your side angle pose. Left elbow, left thigh, Reach that right arm up and over. Beautiful. Big breath in. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Hands can come onto the hips. We'll inhale, straighten both legs, pivot the toes to face the windows. This time we're going to bring the heels in and the toes out, sinking into a squat, a goddess squat. So from here, think about tucking that tailbone in, shoulders above the hips. And from here, you can just squat if you'd like. Keep that core active. And you can sway from side to side if that feels okay. Beautiful. The legs should be shaking here. It's totally fine. Beautiful. Strengthening those hips. Bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bring the heels in line with the toes so both feet are straight. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, find length. Exhale, come back down into your wide-legged fold. And see if you can maybe switch up the arms this time. Whatever you had before, if you'd like to change it up. Maybe reaching the arms back behind you, in front of you. You're able to grab onto the wrists or the hands above you for a hand behind the back stretch. You're welcome to do that. Whatever feels good for you. Big breaths here. And see if you could play with sending the weight into the balls of the feet to bring those hips up a little higher. Knees can be bent. Beautiful. A few more breaths here. And then walking those hands in front of you to find a flat back. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, walking the hands towards the front of your mat, pivoting all the toes, stepping that front foot back to meet the back into your downward facing dog. Awesome. So go ahead and come down into your child's pose. Knees wide, toes touch, sink the hips back. Arms out in front of you. And just notice how this child's pose may feel compared to your first one. Maybe there's a little bit more length. And if not, that's fine too. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to your heart space and your intention. And then we'll slowly begin to walk ourselves up into our seat. Place you guys, and we're just going to do some spinal hip rolls here. So you're welcome to cross the legs, or if it feels better to just bring them into a butterfly pose or legs out, whatever feels good. You're going to inhale, send the heart forward, and then exhale, bring it to the left and back, rounding through the spine. Inhale as you bring it through the right forward. Exhale to the left and back, and just continue in this direction. I invite you to close the eyes, maybe bring the gaze between the brows, just to really check into what your spine feels called. If you want to go slower, you're welcome to go slower. And see if you can let those inhales guide you forward and the exhales bring you around and back. The inhales will bring you forward, opening up to the chest. Exhale to the left and back. Beautiful. Just giving our spine some love, our greatest support system here in our physical body. Beautiful. Noticing the breath. Are you moving before you finish the exhales or the inhales? Beautiful. And then the next time you come forward on your inhale, you'll exhale, just switch direction. So bringing it to the right side this time, or whatever direction you didn't do. Breathing, keep going. Letting that sound and that feeling of your breath really bring you into that meditative state with your body. Beautiful. Take one more round here. And then you'll inhale, you'll come forward. Exhale, back to neutral spine. Awesome. We'll take a big breath in, reach those arms up. Exhale the hands to heart. Awesome. We'll slowly make our way onto our back with soles of the feet onto the mat. So knees are lifted. And then bring those heels as close as you can to the glutes. Palms will press down, tuck the tailbone in. If this feels okay, you can stay right here, keeping that core active. Or on your next inhale, lift those hips up. And on your exhale, slowly lower them down. Do that 2 more times and bridge. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. 1 more time. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Awesome. We'll bring the soles of the feet to touch, letting the knees come wide. In a supine butterfly, you can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Here for a few breaths. And then from here, we'll close the knees, hug the knees into the chest, and just rock yourself from side to side. Hands can come behind the thighs too. They don't have to be over the knees. Just massaging the low back. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, let the knees fall to the left. If you'd like, you can scooch the hips to the right just to allow a deeper stretch. Bring the arms out to a T or a goalpost for your supine twist. And if it feels okay on the neck, you're welcome to move the neck over to face the right side. Gaze to the right. Beautiful. And then bringing those knees back to center, adjust the hips back to center, hug the knees into the chest again, rocking from side to side. Taking another inhale, and on your exhale, letting the knees fall to the right this time, and then switching the gaze. And if you'd like, you can pick up those hips to move them over to the left. Beautiful. And go ahead and draw the knees back to center. Adjust those hips, bring them underneath the knees, hugging both knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. Take another big breath in. And exhale, let that left leg go long as you hug the right knee into the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, let that right knee go long, right leg go long. Then just go ahead and hug that left knee into the chest, just switching sides. Big breath in. Exhale, let that left leg go long. Both legs come to the corners of your mat. Then if you'd like to take a nice long stretch with me, you can reach those arms up and over. Find opposite direction stretch, reaching opposite directions. Big breath in and exhale, release. If you'd like, you can just leave the arms up here or letting the arms come down along the side. Go ahead and shrug those shoulders down and away from the ears to create some length in the neck, expansion in the heart. And allowing yourself to just soak up your beautiful practice as you naturally breathe into your heart space, maybe coming back to that intention, that one word that you set. Maybe it showed up in your practice today. Maybe it will show up in your practice off of the mat. And I invite you to just mentally repeat some gratitude. If you'd like, you can mentally repeat, thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body, for all that you do. Thank you, breath. Thank you, breath. Thank you, breath, for all that you breathe. Thank you to myself. Thank you to myself. Thank you to myself for all that I am. And from here, begin to take some deeper breaths into the heart space. And you can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Take a big sighing breath together here. Big breath in. Exhale it out. When you're ready, slowly making your way into a seat, you're welcome to reach those arms up and over you, finding that stretch again. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat, curling yourself over onto one side, and pressing yourself up into a seat. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the heart space. And we'll inhale, reach both arms up. Bring the palms to touch, and on your exhale, bring the thumbs to the forehead for awareness of your thoughts towards yourself and others. Take a big breath in. Exhale the thumbs to the lips for awareness of your words towards yourself and others. Take another big breath in. Exhale the thumbs to your heart for awareness of your actions towards yourself and others. Taking this practice not just on the mat, but also off the mat. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.